experiences from China on MPI, and here my presentation focus on three parts. The first part show you about the poverty in China. The poverty in China, I think first regarding to the multidimensional poverty, this research by myself used AF methodology. So this is not official estimation, just by academic research. In 2009, the MPI is about 0.034. The percentage of MPI poor, the headquarter ratio is about 9% in whole China. So the average intensity across the poor is about 37%. Thank you. Maybe I hold. No? Okay, okay. The income poverty, this is an official date by the National Bureau, Statistics Bureau, NBS. The national poverty line in 2013 is the headquarter ratio is about 8.6%. But based on the World Bank poverty line, $1.25 US per day is about 11.8%. This is the distribution of number of population living in poverty in China that based on the national poverty line. The national poverty line in China equal to 1.8 PPP dollar at 2005. This is a new official government official poverty line. You can see most of the poor people located central and the west China. But when we look at the poverty headquarter ratio, most of in west region, just like Xinjiang province and the Tibetan Gansu province. So that is the income poverty. Recently, the government released the new 10 years anti-poverty national strategy. This national strategy, the government slogan is Wang on poverty. We identify 14 regions. 14 regions is here. These 14 regions, most of the poor people located in these 14 regions. Most of the regions cross different provinces, such as the Wulin is here. This poverty regions cross 4 provinces and about 70 counties. So another, in China, we identify about 608 counties as the mainly anti-poverty county. And in this year, we identify 100,000 poor villages and a total 25 million households, 82 million individuals. 82 million individuals that poor people less than the national poverty line. So in China, our main policies target the poor regions and the poor peoples. We call the four-wheel-driven policies. The first is reform, just like the land reform, market system, and e-commerce reform. That means the macroeconomic growth should be more inclusive and poor. But the second wheel is the regional development, because in the past 35 years, with the rapid economic growth in China, almost 600 million people out of poverty. But with the quick economic growth, most west and central regions left behind the development. So now the government of China trying to launch a keep balance for the regional development. And the third part is about the development-oriented poverty alleviation policies that in charge of by the leading group office of poverty alleviation under the state council. The last part is the social security. That means the people who is a vulnerable group can have no labor capacity, maybe just receive the money cash support from the government. But in China, most of our policy focus on this development-oriented poverty alleviations. That means the government support the people to improve the capability to access to the education, health care, market, labor, employment, and other things. The MPI use methodology mainly use in here, this part. And I just give a quick review about the 14 regions main policy. Because these 14 regions, most are located in West and Central China. So our policy major focus on the infrastructure construction of cross regions, just like highway, high railway, and logistic park, industry park. Another part is economic cooperation between East and West. That means East is more wealth, should give cash transfer payment and investment and domestic trade between the East and the West. The third part is deliver the basic public service for the West regions. And the last is ecological construction, because most of West regions are the vulnerable ecological conditions. And the next part is the 100,000 villages. Just this year, before the June, we identified these villages as the next 10 years, that between 2011 and 2020. We will conduct the integrated village development project. This IVDP project includes promoting the industry development, such as each village should select one product, agricultural product or animal husbandry, and to construct the rural infrastructure, such as rural road, irrigation system, electricity, and other things. And also include the social development, education, health care, village environment protection, and community fund. So the MPI is very useful for identify the key villages. It's very useful. So this map shows IPRCC. We used that MPI identify the poor village in the Neixiang County, Henan Province. Henan Province located in central China. And here is this extremely poor village should be conducted integrated village development project. And another application of MPI method in China is in this year the NBS, based on the sample survey, identify identify the poor households, but the leading group office, based on this 25 million per households, the leading group office in charge of to identify the poor household and the individuals one by one. That is very different, because before that, the NBS also based on the sample survey to estimate the per population. But this time in China, we identify each household and its individuals and input all the data into the computer system and online running in this October. That is a fantastic job. I conducted this job. And also IPRCC to development a GIS of multidimensional poverty for poverty identification, monitoring, and evaluation. So this is just to show you, quick show you about the computer system. That is the national level, region level, and the county level. That is different dimensions. So after the October, when all the data input into the computer system, we can automatically produce this map and give the guidance for the different ministries' anti-poverty policies. Thank you very much.